You've noticed it, haven't you? The way your energy doesn't respond the same way anymore. The way certain conversations suddenly drain you. The way familiar faces feel foreign, and the places that once felt like home now feel too small for who you're becoming. It's not that you've changed randomly. It's that your energy has expanded. You've shifted vibrationally, spiritually, and emotionally into a new frequency. Your soul has outgrown certain realities. And right now, your system is rejecting everything that no longer aligns with where you're headed. Before we go deeper, comment this below to claim it into your vibration. I align with my highest frequency. Type it now. Let your energy speak before your words do. And if you're feeling this truth in your spirit, take a moment to like this video. It helps more souls who are awakening find these messages. Also, make sure you're subscribed to Self-Magnetize channel and that your notifications are on, because messages like this come exactly when your soul is ready for them. Now, let's talk about what's really happening to you. You are not just tired. You are not just withdrawn. You're being purified. The energetic codes that used to sustain you, the need for validation, the pull to chase, the hunger to prove yourself, they're dissolving. It can feel strange, even lonely, because this kind of shift isolates before it elevates. You're not broken. You're becoming refined. And every vibration that once felt normal now feels like noise. You've probably noticed people misunderstanding your silence lately. They think you've gone cold. They think you're pulling away. But what they don't realize is that you're simply no longer willing to shrink your frequency to make others comfortable. Your aura has become too bright for dim spaces. Every time you try to revisit old energy, your body literally reacts. You feel tightness in your chest, headaches, restlessness. That's not anxiety's energetic incompatibility. Your soul is saying this no longer fits. Step out. You're going through what I call an energetic shedding. It's the moment when your higher self begins preparing you for your next divine assignment. Something that will serve more than just you. Something that will ripple through the collective. But to reach that, your energy must be clean. No attachments draining your frequency. No distractions that dilute your purpose yet. There's one soul you can't release. No matter how hard you try, their energy still lingers. You've burned the bridges, deleted the messages, cut cords in meditation, yet they still visit you in dreams. You still feel them in your solar plexus when you're alone at night. And that's because they're not just another chapter in your past. They're a spiritual mirror, the one who activated your awakening in the first place. Let's be honest. They shook something loose in you that you can't explain. Even when it ended, when it never fully began, something about that connection changed the very texture of your energy. They were the catalyst, not the destination. And your soul recognizes that truth, even when your mind tries to move on. Listen carefully. You are not obsessed. You are entangled through divine design. Their energy entered your field not to keep you stuck, but to help you remember your own divine potential. They came to awaken your light. But here's what most people don't realize. When a soul connection serves as your activator, their energy doesn't disappear when they leave. It transforms. It becomes part of your spiritual coding, woven into your purpose. That's why you still feel them. Not because you're meant to chase them, but because their frequency now lives within you. This is why your spirit rejects lower vibrations so violently now. Because you're no longer living from ego or fear or the need to belong. You've become someone who feels life through energetic truth. And once you touch that level of consciousness, there's no going back. So when your system says no to certain people, places, or experiences, that's divine intelligence at work. It's protecting your field. It's refining your mission. And it's setting you apart for something sacred. Don't confuse separation with abandonment. You're not being left behind. You're being set apart. Because your vibration has to stabilize before the universe places you in the next phase of purpose. Your guides are saying, you can't bring old frequencies into your next assignment. That's why certain things are falling away so suddenly, relationships ending. Jobs feeling meaningless, conversations that no longer resonate. The universe isn't punishing you. It's pruning you. You are being redirected toward divine service, toward something that will elevate not just your life, but the energy field of everyone who crosses your path. That's why you've been feeling waves of solitude lately. Because Spirit often calls its chosen vessels into silence before expansion. You're not meant to fill that space with noise. You're meant to fill it with power. Take a deep breath right now. You're not who you were even 6 months ago. You've been vibrating through lifetimes of karma in just a few weeks. That's why your body sometimes feels like it's recalibrating. Because it is. Your cells are learning how to hold more light. Your mind is learning how to think from faith, not fear. Your energy is preparing to magnetize opportunities, love, and abundance that match your new vibration. But let's return to that one person you can't release. Because there's something deeper here. They are tied to your purpose not in a romanticized fantasy way, but in a vibrational sense. They represent a fragment of your soul that you came here to reclaim. Every time you think of them, it's not just longing. It's recognition. It's your soul whispering, remember who you are when you love this deeply. You see, your higher self doesn't remember pain, it remembers potential. When it looks at that connection, it doesn't see what went wrong. It sees what was activated. That's why you can't simply get over them. Because your soul isn't done learning what that love came to teach. And yet, here's the paradox. The more you try to force closure, the more it clings. But when you surrender, when you say, Spirit, if this connection is meant for my highest good, let it return renewed. And if not, let it dissolve in peace. You release the energetic knot, and that's when miracles happen. Because once you surrender, you stop chasing and you start attracting. You begin to magnetize people, experiences, and abundance that reflect your healed vibration. You begin to see the divine choreography of why things happen the way they did. And you realize that connection wasn't meant to end you. It was meant to elevate you. You were never meant to lose yourself in someone. You were meant to find your higher self through them. That's why they still appear in your energy. They represent the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. But make no mistake, this phase of spiritual clearing isn't about holding on. It's about remembering, integrating, and then rising. Comment below if this resonates. I trust my evolution. And as you do, you're affirming that you no longer fear the shifts you flow with them. You're stepping into a higher vibrational reality where rejection becomes redirection, and endings become beginnings disguised as silence. You're learning that peace is the loudest energy in the universe. And right now, your peace is speaking volumes. People who can't match your calmness will call you distant. Those who feed on chaos will call you cold. But the truth is you've simply evolved beyond their frequency. You've entered a dimension where your energy chooses what to engage with, rather than your emotions. And that's real mastery. That's alignment. You might have felt your manifestations slowing down recently. Don't worry, Spirit is pausing you on purpose. Because manifestation isn't just about attracting what you want. It's about becoming aligned with what you're ready to sustain. The universe isn't withholding, it's protecting your momentum till your frequency can stabilize at the new level. So if you're feeling a little lost, remember, you're not losing. You're recalibrating. The fog you feel right now. That's what it feels like when an old vibration dissolves and the new one hasn't yet anchored. It's a sacred in-between. The cocoon before the flight. This is why your soul has been craving solitude, long walks, silence, grounding, water. You're not antisocial. You're reconnecting to source. And that disconnection from others isn't rejection, it's divine refinement. Because when the universe upgrades your energy, it must first reboot your system. And in that reboot, the old programs crash. Friendships fade. Desires shift. Your nervous system releases attachments. You stop wanting what you used to chase. It's not a loss, it's liberation. And soon, the clarity will come rushing in. New visions. New people who feel like peace instead of chaos. New love that feels like recognition instead of resistance. That's what's waiting on the other side of this. Energetic clearing. But here's what you must remember. Don't rush this process. Your frequency is being fine-tuned so that when divine opportunities arrive, you won't sabotage them with old fears. The person you were 6 months ago prayed for where you are now. So honor the process, even the confusion, even the stillness. You're not behind, you're becoming. If this message is speaking to you, pause for a second, take a breath, and affirm, I am ready for my next level. You are not being punished for your sensitivity. You are being rewarded with awareness. You're no longer available for surface-level energy. You crave depth, truth, alignment, and that's why you've been chosen for something that serves. Beyond yourself, your vibration is being recalibrated for collective impact. The love you once gave to freely will now become power you share intentionally. The pain you once carried is now alchemy in motion. You're being trained to transmit light, not just feel it, and soon you'll notice how everything begins to magnetize toward you effortlessly. Because once your energy is clear, the universe can finally recognize your signal again. You become magnetic, spiritually, emotionally, materially. The clearing you're in right now is not punishment, it's preparation. Because you can't serve the collective while still negotiating your worth with the past. You can't step into your mission while still watering connections that drain you. You can't create from fullness if your energy is fragmented. That's why Spirit is closing doors, so your power can gather in one place. And when that happens, you'll realize that the one person your soul couldn't release wasn't meant to hold you back. They were meant to unlock you. They were the divine spark that lit the fire. But the fire was always yours. You're awakening now into a higher truth of love, one that transcends attachment. You'll soon see that love doesn't require possession. It requires recognition. And your soul has recognized something eternal. Now the universe is teaching you how to hold that recognition without needing to control it. Because when you learn that, you become unstoppable. You become a vessel of divine love itself. Type below if you feel this rising within you. I am the energy I seek. You are entering the phase of embodiment, where you no longer talk about your light, you live it. Where your boundaries don't come from fear, but from self-respect. Where your relationships reflect healing, not history. This is what energetic maturity feels like. It's quiet. It's peaceful. It's powerful. And that's why lower vibrations can't stand to be near you right now. It's because your peace is too loud for their chaos. Stay tuned in. Stay trusting. Stay magnetized. Because the next phase of this shift, what's about to reveal itself, will explain why this entire clearing had to happen exactly this way. Asterisk, that pull you still feel toward that one soul. It's not random. It's not weakness. It's the echo of a divine contract. Your spirit signed long before you ever met them in this lifetime. You see? Before you came into this body, your soul made agreements, energetic alignments meant to awaken you at precise moments. Some souls agreed to challenge you. Some agreed to teach you strength. But a rare few agreed to remember you. This person is one of those rare souls. They were never meant to stay forever in the way your human heart imagined. They were meant to trigger a remembrance and energetic unlocking that would awaken the version of you capable of holding higher love, greater light, and deeper service. You keep feeling them because a part of your evolution is still unfolding through the lessons that connection awakened. Their presence in your field is like a bell that keeps ringing whenever your energy drifts away from alignment. They are both the ache and the answer. The reminder that love, when it's pure, doesn't end, it evolves. If you're honest with yourself, you know this person changed something fundamental inside you. The way you see love, the way you connect to spirit, the way you sense energy. They activated a deeper level of intuition, and once that gift opened, you could never return to sleep. That is why your system rejects lower vibrations now, because that connection recalibrated you to a new energetic truth. You can feel authenticity instantly. You can sense when something is real and when something is pretending to be. You can no longer tolerate masks, manipulation, or mediocrity. That's not arrogance's discernment. And discernment is one of the highest forms of spiritual maturity. Comment this if you feel it. Deeply. I honor my spiritual discernment. Say it as an affirmation, because this awareness will become your greatest shield in the next phase of your journey. Now let's go deeper. Your attraction to that one soul isn't just emotional, it's energetic chemistry. Two frequencies that once resonated in perfect harmony can't simply disappear. Energy doesn't vanish, it transforms. And right now, both your souls are learning how to harmonize in new dimensions of awareness. That's why you feel their energy come and go like waves. It's not obsession, it's attunement. It's the energetic feedback between two souls evolving at different speeds. When they pull away, your energy expands. When they think of you, your field vibrates. When you release them, they dream of you. That's the dance of twin frequencies balancing out their karmic resonance. But here's the truth that most people miss. Your soul isn't holding on to them. It's holding on to the frequency of expansion that connection gave you. They were the mirror that showed you what divine love feels like. Your spirit is simply trying to maintain that vibration even in their absence. And the moment you learn to hold that frequency without needing their presence, that's when the energetic contract completes. That's when either they return in higher alignment, or the universe sends someone who vibrates at that same frequency, but without the karmic density. That's divine law. That's energetic equilibrium. Every time you choose peace over pain, you elevate the vibration of that connection. Every time you stop chasing their energy and start nurturing your own, you heal the cord. Because cords don't break through anger. They dissolve through understanding. So when your soul still reaches for them in moments of silence, don't judge it. Breathe through it. Say quietly, I thank this connection for what it taught me, and I release it into divine timing. And then let the feeling pass. The ache will soften. The energy will rebalance. And in its place, peace will bloom. That peace is your power. That peace is your magnetic field stabilizing. And when you reach that point, the universe opens new pathways, new opportunities that match your refined vibration. Because every time you release a lower timeline, a higher one becomes available. You'll notice synchronicities increasing, numbers repeating, songs that speak to your soul, strangers who say the exact words you needed to hear. Those are signals from the quantum field confirming that your vibration is aligning. Your reality is catching up with your energy. The clearing is almost complete. The shedding of people, situations, and habits was necessary so that your channel could become clear enough to broadcast a higher frequency to the world. You're not just healing, you're anchoring light. There's something you're meant to create. Something that serves the collective. Maybe a message, a mission, a form of art, a way of loving that awakens others. And Spirit needed your energy pure enough to carry that through. That's why it took everyone and everything that diluted you out of your field. Your focus is your power now. Your attention is sacred currency. And where you place it next will determine what reality crystallizes around you. So be intentional. When you think of that person, send light, not longing. When you recall the past, bless it, not relive it. Because your energy is no longer meant to orbit around what was. It's meant to radiate into what is becoming. The universe is preparing to match your new vibration with physical manifestations. New friendships that feel like family. Love that feels like home. Abundance that flows with ease. Opportunities that align perfectly with your purpose. But before all that, your spirit must prove to itself that it can hold peace even in uncertainty. That's the final test of ascension. Stability in stillness. The one you can't release represents your emotional mastery test. When you can think of them with love but without need, that's when the gate opens. That's when the universe says, you're ready. And then, everything you've been praying for will begin to unfold effortlessly, because you're no longer attracting from liqueur, attracting from light. If your heart is beating faster right now, if your body feels like it's remembering something, that's not coincidence. That's resonance. You're remembering your truth, the truth that nothing is lost in the spiritual realm. Energy simply rearranges until it aligns with your highest good. And love, real divine love, never disappears. It transforms into purpose. This is why you've been called to clear. Because Spirit is raising your vibrations so high that only those who carry similar codes can reach you. That's not loneliness, that's protection. That's alignment. Soon, the person meant to walk beside you, whether it's that same soul healed or someone entirely new, will appear in your reality, effortlessly drawn by your frequency. You won't have to chase. You won't have to question. It will simply feel like home. Until then, your mission is to embody the frequency of love you once sought outside yourself, to live as the vibration you desire to attract, to be the very energy your soul recognized in another. That's how you complete the loop. That's how you magnetize miracles. So take a deep breath. You're not waiting for anyone, you're awakening within yourself. The love you couldn't release was the universe's way of reminding you what real energy feels like. And now, it's time to live from that level. Type below to anchor it. I am ready to receive love and purpose in divine alignment. As you write it, feel the shift in your body. That's your nervous system recalibrating to truth. That's your energy field saying yes to the new timeline. Everything that once felt heavy will begin to lift. Everything unclear will start to make sense. You'll feel lighter, freer, more magnetic, because you are not who you were when this started. You are the upgraded version, clear, centered, luminous. And the universe is already responding. You've stepped into your higher frequency. You've become the magnet. And from this moment on, nothing and no one that vibrates beneath your truth will be able to hold your attention for long. You've ascended beyond attraction. You've entered alignment. So, when that person crosses your mind again, smile. Know that their purpose was sacred. But your journey is infinite. You are the light they recognized. You are the frequency that awakened their soul too. And whether you meet again or not, that connection has already fulfilled its mission. It brought you home to yourself. This is your new beginning. This is your rebirth. The clearing is complete, and your vibration is unstoppable. Take one last deep breath and type it below. If you feel the power of this truth, I am reborn in light. I am magnetic to my highest good. Now go live as the energy you've become. The world needs your frequency more than ever, and Spirit will guide every step from here. You've been energetically shifted for a reason. You're not meant to return to what was meant to illuminate what will be. Stay tuned, stay aligned, and remember, you are already the vibration that others are praying to find. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for allowing your soul to receive this transmission. If you felt it deeply, like this video to amplify its energy and subscribe to Self-Magnetized channel for more messages that meet you exactly where your spirit is evolving. Your next chapter begins now, and it's written in light.